Welcome back, y'all, and happy Friday. Day one of 2025 spring camp is finally here for our Tennessee Volunteers. And I think that we looked really good, just, considering the short amount of clips that we're going to get to go through today. But starting off right here with David Sanders, he's going to be number 70, at least at this point. Number might change, probably won't, because I think that was his high school number. The first thing that I'm noticing is that he has started to fill out, so that's good news. He's probably close to about 300 pounds. Bennett Warren, his body composition looks better than it was last season. I think that he's in better shape. Always going to be a positive thing. Like I told y'all, man, this tackle room is deep. Trevor Duncan, with that sleeve and all that, he looks really good. Looks the part. You can see our, centers and guards working in the background too. And I think that those guys look really good too. So right here, all we're doing is just, getting into our pass sets, working on our footwork, which looks great from both of these players. But the hand placement, that punch, all of that looks good. So this is what you want a tackle room to look like. All the guys look long, they look lean, they look quick, explosive. That is what an NFL tackle is supposed to look like. So I think that we've got several of them right here. Nico looks like he's gained a little bit of weight, throwing the ball to Mike Matthews. We all know that that's hopefully going to be a, consistent 1-2 punch this season. And also Braylon Staley, he's another one that you got to love what you see from him. He's going to be really good this year as well. Something else that I'm noticing as I'm watching these quarterbacks, and, as we continue to watch these quarterbacks, y'all will notice the exact same thing. There's a lot more touch on these passes. Now, this is concerning to me because that's Chris Brazzell. Nico tries to throw him a jump ball. He doesn't make that catch, and he's got to be a lot more consistent than that. I think that Jake Merklinger looks really good. We talked about he probably is going to look a lot thicker this season, and he does. He throws a very catchable football. Ethan Davis, man, he looks just like ridiculously good. He looks like an NFL tight end for sure. So we got a whole lot of talent right there. Is Jefferson, the transfer, should have came to Tennessee coming out of high school, but he also looks good. And I think that G-Mac, man, he has gained some weight. Obviously, he needs to continue to gain the weight, but all of our quarterbacks, and we knew this coming into it, right? They're, 5-star, or it's 2 5-stars and then it's 1 4-star. But either way, to me, they're all 5-stars, and man, they just all look really good throwing that football. So on day one, man, for GMAC, you got to be impressed with what you just saw. Again, man, you're seeing Nico. He's definitely filled out some. He's playing with a whole lot of confidence. Throwing the ball again to Mike Matthews, really good route there. Catching with his hands. He looks like he's in about mid-season form. Now let's take a look at Ethan Davis here. Like I said, dude, he looks really good. He's gained a lot of weight, and it's really good weight too. Like he looks very well put together. He's probably about 245 pounds. Now, I think last season he looked a little bit kind of, I don't want to say pudgy, but he looked like a little soft, just physically. So he's put on more muscle mass. That's going to help him out tremendously. Hopefully, he's going to look a lot more physical once those pads come on. Now, throwing the ball back to Chris Brazzell. I don't know what's going on with him early on in camp, but he's got a case of the fumbles, at least, based off of what we can see right now. There could have been 100 balls that he caught very clean. And right here, Jefferson, like I said, man, he's a guy that kind of looks like a running back playing a wide receiver. Expect some gadgets for him. Right here, we have our tight ends coach, Coach Abelin, working with an assistant right there, but getting these tight ends right. We got somebody in the background kind of going through some stuff. But Dylan Lewis, man, true freshman cornerback. On this one, what it looks like they're working on is getting off blocks. Let's see. Yep. Okay. So they're working on getting off blocks. Man, listen, Montrell Bandy, he's still here. He's still doing it. And here we have Jalen McMurray versus, and I don't have this up on the screen, but versus Ricky Gibson. So like we said, he is practicing. It sounds like that deal's going to get worked out. Here we have Tyler Redmond. I told you all about him. I think he's going to be really good. He's only listed at 6'2". He's closer to 6'3". I can promise you that. Just look at how tall and long he is. But he looks really good with his, with his breaks and things like that. Number 28 is going to be Marcus Gorey. Now we're on to the linebacker. So 33, Ben Bolton, going with Jeremiah Thielander. I don't know if this is the first group that goes or not, but either way, I think that Ben Bolton being a walk-on guy, he looks good. Jordan Burns, Edwin Spillman, both of those guys look really good. I think that Jordan Burns has picked up some weight. And right here, we've got Brendan Ains, number 55, true freshman. He looks like he could be, maybe not an upperclassman, but maybe like a sophomore. He looks like he's been inside of Tennessee's weight room. So really good weight has been put on him since he's got here. And right here, number 35, Tim Merritt. He looks pretty good here. Just kind of going through some off coverage stuff. Just kind of catching the guys at the top of some vertical routes. You know what I'm saying? And right here we have Boo Carter going, and obviously he looks good. Looks, how he looked last season. Idris Farouk, one that we'll be watching very closely. So we have a lot of guys on this team very excited about what the future is going to hold for the rest of spring camp. But that's it for this one. We will be coming back to you, though, after we listen to the post-practice press conferences and all of that. We'll give you some more thoughts on day one of spring camp. But as always, y'all, please do make sure to like and subscribe. We'll see y'all in just a minute. Peace.